What's going on, YouTube? Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. We got some inflation news to talk about today. CPI report comes out, and it's good news for once in a while. We don't normally get good news. I feel like the last couple years, honestly, has kind of been like just watching a train wreck, and it seems like we're slowly the Fed is slowly correcting, and we're kind of coming back into range. Even with all the craziness that is happening, tariffs, trade war type things going on, new presidency, all that, and they're moving the ship. They're moving the needle towards their goal, and that's good. It is good. Whether their numbers are accurate or not, I don't necessarily know. I've said it before on the channel when I'm talking about this. I don't really believe these numbers, but it's what we got, and it's what everything's based off of. So that's what we got to talk about. Headline inflation, 2.3%. It's a beat in terms of like the expectation was 2.4%. So we're under our expectation. 2.4, we hit 2.3, 0.1 difference means we're headed the right direction. Inflation is going down, back towards the 2% target that the Fed's aiming for. That is good news. Stock market obviously like that. Headline, or that's headline 2.3, and core, which is what the Fed really uses, which excludes food and energy, 2.8, which was what expectations were. So we just hit exactly what we thought we were going to hit on that one. Those are year over year numbers, not month to month. I'm not really going to talk about the month over month. I don't think that matters as much. I think just with how crazy things are, I think year to year the trend is the most important thing. Just to clarify too, if you've watched my videos on YouTube or you watch finance content on YouTube, I'm sure you already know. But for anybody who doesn't, these inflation numbers, yeah, we're under the 2.4 and we're decreasing. Inflation is going down. That does not mean things aren't getting more expensive. They are just getting more expensive at a slower rate. If you don't understand inflation, I'm sure there's some educational videos out there, but just to clarify, things are getting more expensive. The Fed wants things to get more expensive. 2% per year, that's their target. We just had one of the craziest periods of inflation ever. So we're kind of correcting off that. Prices don't ever really go down. The only time prices are going to go down is a recession, and nobody wants a recession in theory, because that's bad news. A lot of people are going to get hurt by a recession. It's not a positive thing in the long run. And overall, the Fed obviously is aiming for their soft landing. That's what they want. We'll see. We still got a couple more months, I think, to try to weather this tariff thing and find out what's going on with the tariffs and their impact overall. It's going to take some months to play out. We're already seeing shipping problems. We're seeing the China trade deal stuff being negotiated, other country trade deal stuff being negotiated. That's good news, but it's still up in the air, I think you could say. I think that's fair to say it's up in the air. And speaking of that, right at the end of the week, over the weekend, we missed China trade talks, trade deals. Stock market's loving it. We're not back to all-time highs, but the stock market has blown up over the last 3 days or whatever. Over the last 2 days, we're on the right track there as well. We're not, like I said, not to all-time highs, but it's correcting pretty hard. If you would have bought at that low a little while ago, you're doing good. And Trump's out here manifesting stock market gains / insider trading. I don't know what you want to call it when the president just comes out and says, "I'd buy stocks." You should buy stock. It's going to go up. I don't know what the legality behind that is, but it's looking like he's a pretty good predictor, unlike old Jim Cramer over there. But that's all there really is to talk about. Inflation-wise, stock market's up. Inflation's slightly down. We're on the right track, headed the right direction, and we'll see if they can stick it. I'll be very surprised if they can. My prediction is they will not be able to. I think we're going to see a recession at some point in this cycle. I might be wrong, and if I'm wrong, that's good. That's good for everybody, really, if I'm wrong, except for the part where everything is so expensive and no price is ever correct for anything. But hey, it is what it is. That's not their goal. Their goal isn't to deflate the currency. It's going to be to inflate the currency. So we just got to live with it and do our best to get ahead in that environment, is what it is. Let me know if you got some other video. I'd appreciate it if you like it, subscribe to the channel, come back. We'll be here the rest of the week, every single day. We'll definitely be following the China trade stuff, see what kind of deal they can hammer out besides the tariff pause that we're dealing with right now. and see what kind of more long-term solutions come out of it. But leave a comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.